Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A first down for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Dogs able to hunker down and get out with a close win the last time they saw the Gators.
Yeah, and anytime you get a win in Jacksonville, anytime you beat Florida, it's a success. It doesn't matter if it's by 100 or if it's by 1. Georgia fans know how much this means to them, and so do these players.
Yeah, you know, they call this game the world's largest cocktail party. The energy in the stands is just completely different. That's something David and I obviously have experienced before. And after that Georgia win last year, man, those Bulldog fans, they stuck around. They were here in Jacksonville, hanging out at the stadium, enjoying it all through the night. They've been enjoying it all year, and they're hoping to order some more adult beverages after this one.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Etienne. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Dogs with the 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. He's loose down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Firing to the right, complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. He called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal. What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling it. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got him in 3rd and long, right where you want him. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They move the tight end all over. On the ground, it's Etienne. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dawgs! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver.
Oh, and they blocked it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Takes the easy one to the back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Finds his tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. The give out of the gun. drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Fires left, and it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On second down, wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Georgia comes quickly to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Corners are walked up tight. Fast motion from the offense. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, Staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
On the run, it's Frazier. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it down the right side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He wants to pass it on second down. Caught on the outside, it's Evans. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 30. And he breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Flips it out in the flat. At the 45 on his way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for space to the left. And that ball is picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Georgia going up tempo. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep, and he hauls it in inside the 30. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. To the air, it's Lagway. Gets it out fast. At midfield, he's got room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Bulls his way forward. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, the running back has it. And the Gators will move the sticks.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Gators are marching down the field.
6-9-1, Gators spark. Here we go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Got it.
Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20.
Let's go. Lizzie.
Snap it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Easy.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Dino. Squirrel.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Running to the left. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. He'll try it again. Still running at the 40. Afterburners coming. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Dawgs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you, bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Second and 10 from their own 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Gators in the hurry up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gator! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm.
And he's running in the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it on the outside. It's Hawkins. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 42, Florida 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42, Spider.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete on third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab enough for the first. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Quarterback checking off.
Tuna. Acorn. Where'd he go?
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. The expressway is wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
And the Dogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up.
He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He's now over 150 yards receiving. Might be worth noting that Taylor Jacobs holds the single-game record with 246.
Yeah, and when he's got speed on the outside, find him, bro. I mean, those guys that are going to make plays, those are the guys.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
To the air, it's Lagway. Gonna take a shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Motion from the offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going up top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Timber!
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
Moves! Under! Dino! Go!
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism.
Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
Let's! 29 Philly. 2 Lion. Hornet. Longer.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Go!
Going up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Bell. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Fighting off the defender. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out. The 20. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Back to pass. It's Lagway. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dawgs! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get